This week's been the least hectic week I've had in a while.
Hi guys, Thorsten, Nocturnal Times. We're here with the one and only Aussie legend, CYRIL. ADE 2024, good times.
You're a legend, mate.
Yeah, no, you're the one. You're the one having a stellar year. Stellar year. Coming from a town of 50 people, now at ADE.
Yes.
The big city. How did you get from there to here?
Oh man, a lot of shit music. A lot of practice,
Yeah.
and a lot of ups and downs, and now I'm here.
What was your biggest struggle you faced?
I think it's being homeless and being on bad drugs like meth. I didn't have a good life.
How did you get, find the right path to go on?
My family is really nice, and being in a town of 50 people, there's not many drugs out there.
Okay.
But what happened to me was I was travelling trying to find myself as a DJ and an artist, and I found myself in a bad spot, just no house, a lot of drugs, and made a lot of music in that time because you'd stay up for 20 days at a time. The problem was that there was a lot of times I couldn't charge my laptop in the last months of being in a bad situation. Yeah. So when I went home, I said, my mum, I slept at my house, and my mum just made me a lot of good food, and I went out to the farm with my dad, done a lot of fencing and a lot of shearing, mustering, and just got back to my roots. And then I quit music for a little bit, maybe 6 months. Okay. And then I came back and started again. And
then you got picked up. How did that happen?
Social media, man. I had no one helping me at the start. I've got plenty of help now.
Yeah, now you're famous. Now everyone wants to... Yeah, I got that.
Man, at the start, there was no help. And then, once things started working out, I had all the help in the world. And it was, it's been brilliant ever since. But the thing is, no one's going to reach out a hand if you can't help yourself.
True.
And if you're not doing anything, why do people want to work with you if you can't, provide the work that they need to do stuff? So, it's just a lot of growth.
So essentially, social media is important nowadays.
Absolutely.
You blew up, but then somebody has to reach out to you because somebody's like, okay, I really like this guy. I like the bucket hat. I like what he's doing.
Absolutely.
How did that come to fruition?
Well, I started with all the record labels going a little bit crazy and trying to, make me sign a contract. And then my manager, once I signed the contract, my manager came in, and that's how it all started. But Spinnin picked me up, and then Luke, my manager, grabbed me and fucking took me for a ride. Yeah. He's pretty shit.
He's working hard. He's working hard. Yeah.
Hey, we're doing an interview. He's already working. He started at 7 a.m. this morning. Fucking hell.
Oh my God.
Insane.
Big days. But is this your first ADE?
Yes.
Yeah. How do you like it?
I love it. It's really fun. It's a little bit different to typical Amsterdam because, I've been here for about 8 months. So it's off and on for about 6 to 8 months, I think. So, being here, it's nice and quiet, and, it's very peaceful. I'm just in my studio. And then I come back after an American tour and everything is chaos. But it's in the most beautiful way.
How was your American tour? Just because it's your first major American tour.
It was good. I've only got one leg at the moment, so it was a lot of fun. It was very interesting. I got very drunk in Nashville.
Okay. Right.
Oh man, Nashville's so much fun. Have you been to Nashville?
Not yet. Not yet.
It's great. You got to go, man.
Shout out to Nashville fans.
Shout out to Nashville. I didn't do a show in Nashville. I wrote a lot of music. Yeah. I went down to Broadway and I got very drunk.
Sometimes you need to relax, they say.
No, I was at this bar and I met a couple of Canadians, and I went up to this bar and they're like, oh, we'll go to this other bar. I was like, okay, sounds good. I got there and there was 40 steps, and steps are my biggest nightmare right now. So I was 2 a.m, I was legless drunk, very drunk, well, half legless drunk, and I hopped 40 stairs. I got to the top and they said, oh, last drinks. We're closing in 5 minutes. So, drunk me, smashed 2 drinks, and then I had to get back downstairs.
Oh, my God. But how did you break your leg, if you want to share the story?
Yeah, so I was at Tomorrowland, and I was supposed to play the next day, and I went there a day before because I wanted to check out the biggest festival in the world.
Of course.
But I was walking to another stage, and I went down a hill and I slipped. And when I slipped, I landed on my foot, and all I heard was a bag of chips just crunch. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I broke it in 4 places. So I did a good job. But as you can see, I can put some weight on it. But, you know, I couldn't do this before.
How long will you be needing the cast?
Oh, I think for a minute. I think maybe in 2 weeks it should be okay to start taking off properly. But I can sleep with this off.
Okay.
And, yeah, I can go for a shower or take a dump with it off. You know?
Well, the good thing is you don't need a cast to produce.
Yeah.
And the good thing is you got a new hit coming up with Mary Jo.
I do.
You do?
Still into you.
Ah.
I'm so excited.
Oh, so do you want to tell us something about it? How it came to fruition?
Yeah.
How you like working with her?
Man, at the start it was all about Paramore because I love the band Paramore. They're amazing. Yeah. And when I heard Still Into You, I was trying to find a track one day that's from Paramore. I'm like, I really got to remix Paramore. And then I tried Misery Business, Crush. Tried all the hits. And I'm like, there's just nothing here that I can remix. They're all too like different. Then at Still Into You, it was like a 4/4 beat. I'm like, I'm going to give this a go. And I just went. I was on wine. I was drinking wine and in my studio all night till like 6 a.m. in the morning. And I went for a sleep and I woke up and I listened to it again. Yeah. And when you do that, like you get drunk on the night and make music, and then you think, oh, I've made heaps of shit last night, like. But no, I woke up and I was like, this is really cool. I put it up and it went viral, really viral, like Stumblin In, like Sound of Silence. And then the funny thing was about 3 months ago, we just couldn't get Hayley on the record, which is fine. So we had to find a new vocalist for the track. Mm. And straight away, the record label were like, hey, we've got a good artist, Mary Jo, you know, she's got a great voice, she'll do a top line. And she done it. I'm like, this sounds really good. But let's try another top line. Let's see what it sounds like. We went through 7 top lines.
Oh my God!
Like, if you don't know what a top line is, you know, it's like a singer gives me one track of their voice, an a cappella, and see if it fits. Man, I went through so many, and then I got one other one that was okay, and I was like, Jorn, what do you think of this one? Are we good now? Because I sort of forgot about the rest of them. And then he's like, go back to the first one and see what do you think of that. Yeah. I went back to the first one, I'm like, man, what have I done? I've just wasted 3 months, like... Yeah, Mary Jo's voice is amazing, and no one could beat her. That's just how it is. No one could beat her voice.
It's good to hear.
Yeah. Would have been nice to have Hayley on it, but Mary Jo smashed it as well.
So when's the track coming out?
Next week, 25th of October, Friday. There you go.
Another thing is you got presented an award at the ADE.
I did. Yeah, I went platinum here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Where is it?
It's at the office.
Oh my God!
At the studio. I've got to post it back to Australia, so I'm not going to see it for another 2 months now. While I post to Australia.
But yeah, is it your first award? Like
no, I've got went diamond in Poland, got one in Germany, one in Netherlands. Yeah. I think. Yeah, Austria. I think. Yeah, there's a few. I think Australia as well. I don't know. I think that was like, there's been a few now. But that was very special because it was the first one for Sound of Silence. Okay, yeah. So, now because when a track goes platinum, I've got to pull on my arm. So if you can see there, it says Stumblin In.
Oh my God. You want to show?
So I've got Stumblin In there. So now I have to put Sound of Silence here. And hopefully I'll put Still Into You there. So hopefully after 20 years, my arm's just going to be covered in names of songs.
You're going to be writing over that one?
No, I'll do it around it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't get rid of my radio.
Of course.
It's for remixing classics, because I remix classics. Okay. So I've got a classic radio on my
that's cool.
I was like, I'll make this a classic.
And that one is then based upon...
No idea. I was like, I wanted some tattoos, and I've got a guy in Melbourne, and I said, I don't know what I want. But then I was thinking like the bucket hat, and I smoke vapes, and I play guitar, and I was like, the skull's pretty cool.
Okay, cool.
Makes me look tough, but I'm really not tough.
You're not?
Not really.
Wow. I hear people in Australia need to be tough because there's a lot of big spiders and weird animals flying and running around, which, you know...
The only thing I'm afraid of is magpies.
Why?
Do you know what magpies are? It's an Australian bird. Okay. And in spring, it'll attack you and it will make you bleed. And it is the most scariest animal in the world. I'd rather see a lion face to face than a magpie. They're my childhood trauma. And you can ask any Australian. I don't care about the snakes, don't care about the spiders. They can live under my bed, I don't mind. Usually there's a few spiders around my house. But,
Oh my God.
Yeah, magpies, it's just...
Well, the next Australian I will be interviewing, I will be asking that question.
100%.
CYRIL said,
Yeah.
what do you think about magpies?
Yeah. They'll be like, oh, don't talk about that.
Running away scared.
They'll run.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we got to cut off this interview. This guy's going to be playing in the bakery. We be following him.
Let's go.
Follow us. Check it out. Nocturnal Times, CYRIL. Peace out.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Awesome.
Very nice interview.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. You liked it?
Yeah, it was fun. Did you like it?
Of course.
Well, that's good.
Of course. Usually I don't do that much interviews anymore on camera.
Oh, don't you?
Nah, people just write it down. I want to do a Zoom call or whatever, and it's
fuck
like
that.
takes off the fun of doing an interview.
Yeah. Fuck
And I like meeting people in person. Always
Yeah,
nice.
it's much better.
He's laughing.
Because I do a lot of Zooms. I do a lot of Zooms.
What makes sense if you're on the other side of the country or world or whatever. But generally, like
It's so much better doing interviews face to face, though. It's a lot more fun.
yeah, exactly, and especially. Like I said, we just started rambling and then just talking about. I mean, there's some
just have a chat.
things I wanted to.
Okay.
I said,
Thanks.